Hello there, and welcome back to Golden Vault Garden. I am so glad you could join me today. If you are looking for a plant that is beautiful, resilient, low maintenance, and holds the power to naturally soothe your skin, look no further than the humble aloe vera. Imagine having a living, breathing first aid kit sitting quietly on your kitchen windowsill, asking for almost nothing in return but a little sunshine. In our busy world, there's something quietly comforting about caring for a plant that rewards patience rather than fuss. Today, we are diving into 7 essential, practical care tips to help your aloe vera truly thrive, the common mistakes to avoid, and a few details that will save you time, money, and effort along the way. Tell me in the comments which state and USDA zone you're watching from. So pour yourself a warm cup of tea, settle into your favorite chair, and let's discover how to care for this remarkable plant together. Tip 1. The art of selecting your perfect aloe. Our journey begins exactly where your plant's life in your home does. The garden center. Whenever I visit my local big box stores, I usually see rows of small, young aloe plants packed tightly on metal shelves. These smaller plants are perfectly fine and budget-friendly, but if you are hunting for a larger, mature specimen, an independent, family-owned nursery is often your best bet. I love visiting local garden centers because the staff genuinely care for the plants, and it feels good to support a small business in the community. Don't just grab the first plant you see. Here is a simple checklist to keep in your back pocket. Examine the leaves. A happy aloe vera has thick, firm, plump leaves with a vibrant green color. If the leaves look deeply wrinkled, limp, or feel mushy under a gentle squeeze, that's a warning sign. You want leaves that feel completely full of water. Look for spots and pests. Check both sides of the foliage. Skip plants with dark marks, odd patches, or visible pests. Also avoid aloes that look leggy. Tall, thin, and stretched out with wide gaps between leaves. That stretching means the plant has been starved of light. Check the base. The center of the plant is its heart. Press gently near the soil line. It should feel solid, not squishy or brown. Give an outer leaf a light tug. It should hold firm, not slide loose. This one small check can save you from bringing home a plant that looks fine on the surface, but is already failing underneath. Search for bonus pups. Look around the base for tiny baby aloes, affectionately called pups. Finding pups is like a free bonus gift, and it's proof the mother plant is thriving. Just make sure they look as plump and green as the parent. Down the road, you can even separate these pups into their own pots and end up with several new plants for free. Feel the soil. Slip a finger into the top layer. It should be dry or only slightly damp. Waterlogged soil, or a layer of green moss or white mold, means the store has been overwatering it, and aloes despise sitting in muddy earth. Inspect the roots. Don't be afraid to get your hands a little dirty. Gently lift the root ball just slightly out of the pot. Healthy roots look white or light tan and feel firm. Dark, slimy, black roots mean root rot. Walk away. And give the plant a light shake. If tiny black insects fly out, that's likely fungus gnats, and it's best left on the shelf. Tip 2. Finding the Goldilocks light. Once your new companion is home, the next step is finding it the perfect spot. When it comes to sunshine, aloe vera is a lot like us. It loves warmth and light, but doesn't want to get scorched. The sweet spot is bright, indirect sunlight. In most homes, that means a window facing south or west, where the plant soaks up hours of ambient brightness without the harsh, magnifying effect of direct afternoon rays. East-facing windows can work too, especially in warmer climates, since morning sun is gentler than the intense afternoon heat. Your plant has its own way of telling you how it feels about its lighting. If it needs more light, tucked in a dark hallway or windowless bathroom, an aloe will grow thin, pale, and spindly, bending dramatically toward the nearest light source. Its way of saying, "I'm struggling here, please move me closer to the sun." If it's getting too much light, pressed against glass with 6 hours of direct summer sun, an aloe can actually get sunburned. The green fades to a washed-out yellow, tips turn crispy brown, and permanent scorch marks can appear. If you see this, simply slide the pot back a few feet, or hang a sheer curtain to soften the light. No sunny windows? Don't worry. Aloe vera adapts beautifully to artificial light. A simple, inexpensive LED grow light, placed a foot or two above the plant, on a 12-hour timer, will keep it compact, healthy, and happy all year round. Apartment courtyard view or not. Most full-spectrum grow lights sold for houseplants work well here, and you don't need anything fancy or expensive to get good results. Tip 3. Keeping the chill away. Here's where a lot of well-meaning plant owners lose their aloe without ever realizing why, and it usually isn't watering. It's temperature. Because aloe vera hails from dry, arid regions, it thrives between 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. A simple rule: if you're comfortable in a light shirt, your aloe is comfortable too. Our homes hide temperature traps that quietly stress a plant over weeks, not days, which is exactly why the damage often catches people off guard. Drafty windows. In fall and winter, cold air leaks through older frames. If a leaf rests against a freezing pane, its cells can literally freeze, turning that section black. Keep the pot a few inches from the glass once frost season hits. Air conditioner vents. We all love our AC in summer, but a constant blast of cold artificial air aimed at your aloe can shock it and stall growth entirely. Front and back doors. A plant stationed near a door that opens often in winter takes a small hit of freezing air every single time, and those small hits add up, bringing them indoors. If your aloe summers on a porch or patio, keep an eye on the forecast as autumn rolls in. Once nighttime temperatures start dipping near 50 degrees Fahrenheit, it's time to bring it back to its warm indoor home. I learned this one the hard way. A mature aloe of mine spent a whole summer thriving on the back porch, and one cool October night I simply forgot to check the forecast. By morning, half the plant had turned black from a single unexpected frost. It's a small habit, checking the weather in autumn, but it can save a plant you've spent years growing. Tip 4. Feeding your aloe with care. Now, before we move further into repotting and harvesting, because I know a lot of you are here for that healing gel, let's talk about feeding, because this is the tip most people get backwards, and it's an easy one to overdo without realizing it. When it comes to fertilizer, the golden rule is, less is always more. These plants evolved in nutrient-poor desert soils, so a heavy hand with plant food does far more harm than good. In fact, overfeeding is more likely to hurt your aloe than never feeding it at all. A simple, stress-free schedule. 1. The spring welcome. Feed just once, right at the start of spring, when days lengthen and the plant wakes from winter rest. 2. The dilution rule. Use a liquid fertilizer made for cacti and succulents. Check the bottle's recommended amount, then cut it in half. A diluted, half-strength feeding once a month through spring and summer is plenty. 3. The winter pause. Stop fertilizing entirely once autumn arrives. Feeding a resting plant can burn its roots. Watch for signs of overfeeding. Brown leaf tips, lower leaves yellowing for no clear reason, or a crusty white mineral buildup on the soil surface. If you spot it, don't panic. Just take the pot to the sink and flush it. Run lukewarm water through the soil for a few minutes until it drains freely from the bottom. That simple flush washes away excess salts and protects the roots. And while we're halfway through, if this is helping you keep your aloe alive and thriving, go ahead and tap that like button now. It genuinely helps this channel reach more folks who love plants just like you do. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. We've got a lot more plant care ahead. Tip 5. Stress-free repotting for happy roots. As your aloe matures under your care, it will eventually outgrow its pot. Under typical indoor conditions, expect to repot roughly every 2 to 3 years. You'll know it's time when roots peek out of the drainage holes, or water runs straight through without soaking the tightly packed soil. A sign the roots have simply run out of room to spread. Spring is the best season for repotting. It lines up with the plant's natural burst of energy, giving roots their best shot at healing quickly in fresh soil. Here's how to do it smoothly. Size up gently. Choose a pot only 1 to 2 inches wider than the old one. A big, beautiful pot might be tempting, but extra soil holds extra moisture like a sponge. And that's a fast track to root rot. Go lightweight if needed. If heavy pots are hard on your hands or wrists, choose resin or sturdy plastic over clay. Just be sure there's a drainage hole. Use the right soil. A dedicated succulent or cactus mix, rich in coarse sand, perlite, or pumice, lets water flow through instantly. Move it carefully. Tip the old pot on its side and slide the aloe out gently, tapping the container if it's stuck. Untangle any tightly coiled roots with your fingers. Match the depth. Add fresh soil to the new pot's base, set the plant in, and fill around the sides, at the exact depth it was growing before. Never bury the green leaves. Buried leaf bases rot. Settle and stabilize. Water lightly to settle the soil, then let it rest in a warm spot. If the plant feels top-heavy in its new loose soil, place a few smooth decorative stones around the base. They act like gentle anchors while the roots take hold, and they look nice too. Tip 6. The Windowsill Pharmacy. Now for one of the most rewarding parts of growing this plant, its healing power. Aloe vera has been treasured for centuries for its cooling, soothing properties, and it's a big part of why so many of you first brought one home. Nick yourself while baking, spend a bit too long in the garden, and catch some sun, or deal with dry skin, a paper cut, or an itchy bug bite. Your aloe is ready to help. But harvesting the gel the right way matters, and it's a step most tutorials rush through. Here's the method I always use. 1. Choose an outer leaf. Pick one of the thickest, most mature leaves from the outer edge, never from the center, where new growth is forming. 2. Cut cleanly. Use a sharp, clean knife or kitchen shears to cut the leaf near the base. 3. Drain the sap. This step gets skipped constantly, and it shouldn't. Stand the leaf upright in a glass for 10 to 15 minutes. A yellowish-red liquid called aloin will ooze out. It can irritate skin and cause a rash if left in. Letting it fully drain leaves only the pure, healing gel behind. 4. Rinse and trim. Rinse the leaf under cool water, then slice off the spiky edges along both sides. 5. Open it up. Slice the leaf lengthwise, like opening a book, to reveal the clear, jelly-like gel inside. 6. Apply. Scoop the gel out with a small spoon, or press the open leaf directly onto clean skin for instant cooling relief. A quick note: aloe vera is a wonderful natural helper for minor irritations, but for anything more serious, a deep burn, an open wound, or a known skin sensitivity, it's always worth checking with a healthcare professional first. It's a great first line of comfort, not a replacement for medical care. For making you stay this long, I think I deserve a like and a comment. Hit the subscribe button and tell me in the comments what plant you want me to talk about next. Tip 7. Mastering the soak and dry watering technique. We saved the most important tip for last, because getting this one right is the real secret to keeping an aloe vera thriving for decades. If you remember only one thing from today, let it be this: aloe vera forgives forgetfulness. It does not forgive overwatering. In the wild, these plants survive long stretches of drought, storing water in their thick leaves like a built-in reservoir. Water too often, and the roots sit in constant moisture, suffocate, and turn to mush, cutting off hydration to the entire plant, no matter how green the leaves still look on the surface. The trick is the soak and dry method, adjusted with the seasons, spring and summer. This is active growing season. Warmth and long days mean faster water use. Expect to water roughly every 2 to 3 weeks. Winter. Your aloe slows way down and drinks far less. Once every 4 to 6 weeks is often plenty. Before watering, always check the soil rather than following a fixed calendar. Insert a finger about 2 inches deep. If it feels cool and damp, wait a few more days. If it's dry, dusty, and warm all the way down, it's time. A simple moisture meter from any garden shop works well too. Push the probe in, and the dial tells you instantly. Method A. Top watering. Pour lukewarm water evenly over the soil until it runs freely from the drainage holes, then empty the saucer underneath. Never let the pot sit in standing water. Method B. Bottom watering. My personal favorite. Set the pot in a shallow tray or sink with a few inches of water and let it soak upward through the drainage hole for about 20 minutes, until the top of the soil feels slightly damp. Lift it out, let it drain, and set it back on its saucer. This keeps the leaves dry and helps prevent fungus gnats. There you have it. 7 practical, detailed tips to keep your aloe vera thriving as a beautiful, helpful companion in your home for years to come. Tending to plants is a gentle reminder that good things take time, patience, and a little steady attention. Lessons that carry over into far more than just gardening. Once you've mastered your aloe, you might want to expand your indoor garden further. If you're after another low-maintenance succulent with wonderful energy, I have a full care guide for the jade plant waiting for you right on your screen next. Before you head over there, if today's guide helped you, take a moment to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Golden Vault Garden, and tap that notification bell so you never miss our weekly plant care chats. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. How old is your aloe vera, and what's your favorite way to use its healing gel? Thank you for spending your time with me today. Stay healthy, keep your hands in the dirt, and I'll see you in the next video.